Welcome to Space World. Let's go.
Okay, so I was not planning on talking about mario+rabbids Sparks of Hope, but since they reveal all the DLCs and Rayman's new design, I need to talk about it. So first of all, I have not played this game yet, and I don't really care for the DLCs. I just want to talk about Rayman's design, which I gotta say, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's probably one of the best designs we had in a long time. The eye color change is interesting. They added pockets to his hoodie. Now his hoodie actually looks like a hoodie. His hair might take a bit of getting used to. His shoe design is also interesting. It's like Rayman 2's shoes, but modernized. But yeah, this is probably one of the best 3D Rayman models so far. The last time we seen Rayman in 3D was like Smash for Wii U, or that one Rayman Legends trailer. I've been seeing this design getting a lot of praise, but also mixed opinions. Like how this design looks a bit off for some people. But I guess it's probably because like we haven't seen Rayman in 3D in like ever. I think it might be the bottom jaw, because I noticed in his earlier designs, his bottom jaw is never really shown, apart from when he smiles, or it's used in other expressions. But yeah, I'm really curious what they're going to do with this DLC. I noticed that there's paintbrushes in the background, so I'm wondering if Picture City is going to be in there. So yeah, I can't wait for this. What? Oh, you're here for the thumbnail. Right. So the reason I made this is because I know the second this DLC release, this model is going to be ripped from the game, and it's going to be used for model swaps and stuff like that. Because for the longest time, we've only ever really been using the Rayman 3 model. And this may seem a bit sacrilegious to some Rayman fans out there, but it's not my favorite Rayman design. And I'm not that type of person who is saying this because it's overrated or something like that. But I am getting a little tired of seeing Rayman 3's model everywhere. Like, I've been seeing this model been put into other games ever since Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And it's kind of getting a little depressing how we're still using it today. Like, I'm really starting to think this model is like really starting to show its age. Especially in like SFM videos. Like whenever I see a high quality model next to Rayman 3's model, he just looks so out of place. And not to mention that there are several other Rayman models anyone could use. And I would argue that there is technically a better version of the Rayman 3 model. And I'm not saying that we need to stop using Rayman 3's model, because that's never gonna happen. I just think it's time we need to put that model to rest and let the other models shine. The thumbnail was made for a joke, please don't take this seriously. But back to the Rayman design, I'm really glad how this design turned out to be, because I feel like ever since the UBR era, which I do really like his design in those games, but I feel like it only looks good in the UB art style. Whenever I see him in any other art style, he just looks off. And it didn't look like his design was getting any better at that point. But when I look at the new design, compared to the previous ones, it just feels like a breath of fresh air. And I think that's probably the best way to describe this design. It's a breath of fresh air. And it definitely looks leagues better than that new TV design. Like, at this point, they might as well just can it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I'll definitely pick this game up once the DLC drops. So I'll see you then.